And good afternoon. It is September 12th in the year 2017. And I'm actually glad that 9/11 is, there are past 9/11 days or years where I've gone out with a megaphone. And I've really, I'm on a whole different wavelength right now. So I'm glad I still believe the same things, but I don't believe in going out and screaming things through a megaphone unless it's an emergency. So I have a megaphone, right? I probably should make sure it's working, but it's more or less going to be used if there's an actual fire in the actual environment. So I just wanted to say that I'm glad that we're here. Glad that we're here after the recent solar flares and the total solar eclipse. The emotions, heightened emotions, in many of us, it's still there. Always important to breathe. I want to talk about deleted emails. I want to talk about a person commenting on my video saying, where did my lengthy comment go? I mean, it was in support. And I let him know I didn't do anything. And there are others that have made mention of this over the years. Years ago, there were Portlanders that claim, I emailed you. I never heard back from you. And I would be staring at them blankly going, I mean, I've got a lot of emails. I'm on a lot of newsletters. I'm on a lot of spam lists. Inside my inbox, I get about 200 messages a day. One out of 400 emails will be from a real human. Maybe one out of 1,000. So out of 1,000 emails, I don't know if I've ever. I think this is actually my first video on the email situation. Very few emails come into the contact form at alexansory.tv, but that is an additional option that I added in the last year. So I've been on Hotmail and Gmail, right, for a while, and I'm not going to be condescending. Most of you know about NSA surveillance, and you know that these top companies, and we're not just talking about like our government. We're talking about foreign governments. Like I could read the story about Equifax, but it's like I don't even care at this point. I know that sounds sad. Man, I care, but I don't. Like, should I just keep talking about all the hacks that are going on? There's a lot. No, oh my gosh, you're telling us that the sex robots can be hacked. Watch out, Terminator alert. But no, I just think it's time that I told people that are out there, whether you're a Portlander and you think he emailed me. Now, I don't respond to people attacking me. Being a public figure opens you up to that. And what I do is I talk about things that are unpopular. So naturally, there's going to be people that think that the content is of the devil, just whatever it is, whether it's political, warning about China, the off-grid philosophies, the spiritual stuff. There's a number of things that people are just simply opposed to. But because it's so novel and different, I guess for entertainment purposes, they listen anyways. So I have to sift through nonsense to get to your actual support. There are people that say they've offered this or that. Well, there's also something that people need to learn. And I see kind of this weird behavior on the internet. Just because you offer to have somebody come to your house doesn't mean that it's wise for people to just be traveling around the nation with their legs open. I can't do that anymore because the last time I did that, right, I was attacked. And it was about a year and a half ago or 2 years ago. I've lost count. I don't really want to get into it now. So a lot of you, when you become a public figure, right, and you become targeted and things of that nature, regardless of your opinion on whether the targeting is government or spiritual or something else, just society getting pissed off at your opinions, it's very real. The sabotage energy is very real. So it's important for someone to keep. Now, if someone's not on the internet and they're not a public person and they're just a backpack, they're still going to be, especially if you're a woman traveling alone, but also a male traveling alone. You know, you come across some men that don't believe that you should be respected like a man. They want you to be their beta. They're going to go into alpha mode. They're going to make you yo bitch. And there are some men that I've seen travel with other packs of men that are okay with being the bitch. And there's benefits from going along and riding bitch. Okay? They don't work for me. They don't work for me. I don't do well with men. You look like you're a young little boy. Well, I'm a man. It's like, a lot of men need that. They need men underneath them. So there's always going to be personality issues with me and other men that want to be in a mounting position. I don't want to mount them, but I won't allow the mounting. Verbally, psychologically, that includes stepping on all of my ideas for sport just because you're bored. Hey, get a hobby, write a book, tell me what you think. If all your content is shutting down to other people's argument, you have no content. I see some people out there that have intelligence. They've shown it in their speaking ability in some of their videos, but they shoot themselves in the foot when their content is about others that are on the lower level of content. Why not discuss your philosophy? Do you believe in God? Okay, you don't believe in God. You're an atheist. Why? Why does science triumph thousands of years of mankind musing upon our spiritual nature? Well, tell me about it. I'm off topic. I've had a lot of Satanists email me in the Portland days, screaming at me 777 with pentagram stuff. I don't really talk about that. I don't really talk about the spell that the woman tried to cast on me last year by sending me images of jinn and trying to encourage me to engage in a ritual. She must have thought I was dumber than dog. Beep. I mean, I understand, folks. I fall over my words sometimes, but I'm not dumber than dog. Beep. This woman. I mean, she was already blocked on Facebook, but no, she had to come around the other side. Hey, Alex, this is the thing that you need that's going to cure what you're going through from the Archon attack, which I so know about. And it was like click your heels 3 times and stay Beetlejuice. I mean, it was a trap. Some of you out there intuitively, you know what I'm getting at. Some of those messages come through. Another person just recently was like, but this person over here will heal you through the 10th dimension. It's done wonders on me. Yes, but are you a target? Are you someone that actually has an experience in dealing with heavy attack because of your genetics, because of what you're saying on YouTube? So there are people that may be able to help on a level, but my stuff's pretty heavy. I want to close this point and go on back to the email, but I do think that thought has power. So regardless of the culture in which the sacred spiritual words are said, and this was said by someone to me recently over email, and that truth resonated, it still has power. So even in the name of Jesus, or something to that effect, certain beliefs have power. It's important to not just say that, though, when you're scared. I see a lot of people going biblical because they're scared regarding North Korea. They're scared regarding the floods. They're scared. And I understand. It is a scary future. But we should be loyal to the Creator every single day of our lives and wish to spread the message of the Creator, not be people with the book. You can find the message of the Creator within. You can match up your own truth and go, wow, this was also said 3,000 years ago. What do you think my lifetime has been like? All I am is just either remembering or coming across stuff other humans came across during other periods in time. It's not just me. It's not just me. The stuff that I'm bringing, but I may be fusing it together. Kind of like going to a restaurant where it's like a fusion of American and Thai and other things. I'm a genetic fusion who just so happens to be fusing particular ideas together. And I'm working to make it palatable, to where you can digest it and you can understand it. Looking at myself critically, where does the presentation on the sun need to be improved? Or have I really done all that I can do? I think there's more. I think there's a lot of room for improvement. So there's offers of help that have come in over the years, and there's sabotage, and there's missing emails, and there's no way for me to verify if I can, okay, hey dude, I sent you an email. You never got back. I'm pissed. Well, if I don't want to sound like a conspiracy theorist, right? But there's plenty of evidence of deleted stuff that I can recall. Meaning, what about the stuff that I have no knowledge of? Hey, Alex, I see that you've passed through this part of Idaho, or that you're interested in this part of Oregon, or that, for years I was saying, hey, does anyone live in Central Oregon? I want to live off the grid in Central Oregon. Well, I heard from a few militia people. Perhaps politics divided us over the years. They may or may not still be listeners. Some actually have stuck around for years. I doubt it. But there was a time where I really put out that intention. And I'm like, Oregonians, people of my state, it's time for me to be a man. I gotta get out. I gotta get out of this Portland. I gotta get out of this Portland. I gotta get out of this Portland. Yeah, once you mirror that video. I gotta get out of Portland. My dog died. No, I mean seriously. And I heard from nobody. But I did hear from you, some of you around the nation. Hey, Alex, we're watching from Idaho. We're watching from California. Me and my wife, my family. Oh, that feels good to know there's a family. Even though I'm in pain that I don't have one, you know damn well it feels good for family men and women to be watching and supporting and to be allowing me to have my pain and to know that I don't hate them. I don't resent them. And any part of me that's been jealous, I want that gone from me forever. Okay, that is not a frequency people need to be in. This jealousy, oh, look at her. I want some of that. Okay, you know what? I'm done with this. Goodbye, Facebook. Deactivated now. That's right. Serenity now. Serenity now. I'm no longer going to be hoping that Miss Beep Beep will actually message me and go, hey, Alex, I'm traveling across the country. Do you want to meet up? I've been waiting for that one person since she added me. She never, you know what? I'm not on Facebook anymore. I'm not here to be studied like some sort of science experiment. The aliens got you covered. You got to get behind them. Aliens are already, yeah, baby. I'm like the ultimate Truman Show. Oh, you know it. Oh, you know there are some weird alien cameras up on this property. I'm joking, and then I'm serious, and then I'm joking. You just don't know. So you can interpret that however you want to interpret that. Alex answered breakdown mental psychosis. Tag, tag, tag. Now, emails. Again, I got to go through. You know what it was? I tried to get that damn free meal back in Dallas, Texas on my birthday so I can go to the buffet. So it says enter your email here. I never got no free birthday meal. I got 1 million spam emails. Booyah. You see, these spam filters don't work. You see, you want to sign up for my newsletter at alexanswery.tv? You got to go to your spam folder to find that. You want to go sign up to some other website? You got to go to your spam folder. But lo and behold, they want to scam you to get your email for some allegation of a free birthday dinner. Boom. Your email just got hit with a spam nuke. You see, and this is the type of shenanigans that's going on. And it's also weird, the emails that after 10 years I keep getting from these weird 9/11 truthers who I never met personally, but like some weirdos that not because they're 9/11 truthers, because the stuff they post and like even like their formatting of their emails with a CC and a BB and a DD, and I'm just about to flip into a break box, break dancing right here, and I might as well stand up and just get down with it. We got like 99 replies on an email. And I'm wondering, like, is there some sort of like email drug going around? I've heard about, these songs and tunes and things like that that'll make you feel like you're high. Never got into that, but apparently that was the craze 5 years ago. Adults these days, give them too much internet and they try to snort shit over the keyboard. And speaking of that, I was watching another character in the alternative media, and what a character he is. Never met him, but would consider him an associate in the alternative media in the past. Man, go back and watch his videos from 2012, 2013. Dude, what are you on? Whoa. Like, I feel cracked out just watching you. You know what? I'm going to have another cup of coffee. That's right. And I'm going to jump up and down and move around. Yeah. As I watch this YouTube video. It's contagious. So I don't want to be spreading my fear contagiously to you. I want to be spreading some strength. I don't mind sharing my energy with you. I'm sharing my energy with you whether I like it or not. I understand the idea that we're infinite beings, right? Limitation is just an illusion, but we still need to eat food. We still need sleep. We still need proper rest. So I'm working to strike a balance because more than likely it looks like I'm going to be doing videos all day long, more than working in town. I've already done my part with the 10 applications. If the universe is showing me signs that maybe some ads are going to run on the channel, and some of you are showing support, and I understand I get upset, but I also understand people show support when they're able, and sometimes they do it all at once. So I'm going to keep putting out content. I'm going to keep putting out content on the on-demand channel where I'm gonna think about from the heart commentary and really advanced discussions on what I think is worth sharing regards to psychic self-defense. And that's going to be exclusively from now on the on-demand channel. Stories about my life at the on-demand channel, particular geopolitical forecasts regarding China, regarding Russia, some of the deeper stuff, because I've already really given you all that I really believe. You know what I mean? I can do a better job at laying it out with the PowerPoint. I can make it look more professional, right? But all that's going to be on demand, on demand. OutsideTheBox.vhx.tv. Sign up for $5.95 per month. That's 19 cents per day. So you think about donating basically the value of a cup of coffee or 2 cups of coffee, or let's just call it what it is, a small little taxi ride for those of you in the city. Let's just call it for what it is, basically the amount of a tip. You're going to go and you're going to have an entree. You're going to leave a $5 tip to your waiter or your waitress. So and I don't always mention by name, but I thank you in spirit. When help comes in from Australia, even $5, a third person sign up for $5 a month, that PayPal, right? And you can do that today at alexhansery.tv. Someone like my friend Rachel that I once knew in Portland when she was working at the convenience store, and we would talk about politics, right? There was no weird energy between me and that female. It felt like we knew each other from another time and space, and that was awesome. As we would talk sometimes from 10 o'clock to 10:30, and then I would leave with my little 22 beer back to the Portland Preparedness Center, in which I was leaving the backup. I have these wonderful memories of other human beings from the past, and not all of those memories, or not all people are still with me, but some of them are. And some people I miss. And sometimes I think like the cosmic forces have separated us. I miss you, Gunner, in Arizona, but I never hear from you because I know that ego has separated us. I know that whatever I do now isn't really respected. I know that people feel weird when I bring up issues about my life on YouTube and then they attack me for it. Y'all know I've always been a public person. Y'all know I've always worn my heart on my sleeve. That's not something to get angry at. That's something to appreciate. I miss those people that used to be in my life. I miss those meetups in Portland. I'm gonna cry. I mean, literally, now the whole world will know. Portland, you broke my heart. It's been a healing. So this winter, and I told my friend, do not let me not do it. I will write the story of my life. Everything that happened to me in Portland and how that really launched into this, because this is a story that other men could relate to, that maybe either didn't have a tribe or went through a divorce. There's multiple scenarios. Maybe they're leaving California and they don't have a family and they're going to go somewhere new. Maybe there's a disaster. There are elements of my story that other people can relate to. There's strength in my story. There's periods of my story going, you know what? I can't do this without the creator. Great Spirit, please protect me. And on all these different moments to where it literally came down to what would be my best friend other than the computer. My computer allows me to connect with you, but ultimately my greatest ally has been the creator, whether or not I always acknowledged it. But early on in life and early on in this video series, before I spoke of the archons, I spoke of having a faith in the Almighty. Now, throughout my entire tenure, religious people would come, respond, go, we really enjoy your content. What we don't like is that you're not speaking exactly like us in our tongue. Therefore, we think you're the enemy. The Muslims have done this. Those that call themselves Christians have done this. Who knows what the Jews think, but they've never, that I know, have approached me as Jewish or whatnot. Maybe a few. But it's been predominantly in the name of Yahweh, those that say they're Christians. Less than 1% come and go, wow, we really are on the same page to a certain degree. Most of them would go, you talk a lot about things that sound like the teachings of Jesus, but you're not saying only through Jesus can you get to heaven. Suspect. Well, I haven't read the whole Bible. I've never read the Quran. I've been afraid to. What would society think? It's like I probably should read a little bit of everything. But what I do know is that there are parallel spiritual teachings in all the texts. And all the religions have been hijacked by crazy people that actually aren't Muslims, that actually aren't Christians. And the world isn't really honest about that. The world isn't really honest that there's a lot of fakes out there that are hiding under these religions, that are using religions to control, hurt, rape others because they're sickos, because they're serving the devil of this world. Well, ironically, the devil of this world don't like me too much. So it makes sense why the people that have been supportive of me haven't been hardcore religious folks. They've been true free spirits, or they've been the true loving Christians, or a true something else. True in a world of falsehood. True people, where it's not about these labels, but it's about their soul, about one's soul, helping another. As I look at this image of the email, we're not really to see each other's soul through the computer screen. Maybe you can hear mine through the B system, but remember, it's all coming through the computer. So it's still going to be filtered out with potential subliminals to turn you against me, unless you keep a strong consciousness when you watch these videos and you listen to the sound of my voice. To protect yourself from those other energies coming through the video at you that may say, well, this guy's no good. He's not your friend. He's actually coming after you. Look at this Ghostbuster energy coming out through the computer screen. And kidding not, folks, a lot of women have acted like they've seen Ghostbusters in relation to me, but in particular, this was Portland. So there could be theories that that geographical region has such a high hotbed of paranormal activity that in many cases they can succeed in completely isolating me from all physical affection, limiting it all to telepathic, right? Current right now, this moment, you sending love to me from 3,000 miles away, but actual physical isolation in the physical reality, all alone for hundreds of thousands of miles, because that's where we are. So I'm going to wrap things up. This battery is low on this computer. I'll be back with more, but my spirits are high. I just want people to understand there's been a fair amount of sabotage and potential missing emails, and people telling me recently that stuff's being deleted on YouTube, and a conversation that I was having with someone on Facebook that that was put into some sort of a spam folder. And I think there's a few other examples. So I'm open to feedback on something more secure in the future as the description reads, but maybe we're beyond that. I'm going to return to praying to the Creator to bring real, actual friends into my physical reality in the next few years in this particular part of the continent, or to guide me to another part of the continent. But I'm looking forward to a less technologically connected reality for myself. And I intend for myself something far more peaceful, far more in connection with nature, far more deeply connected, working with friends, building. And I see a life for myself outside of talking about these things all day long on the internet. Right now, I'm working hard, folks, and I encourage you to